2021. We have made it through the year, and we've also managed to get through the Christmas holiday season for this 2021 crazy year. In fact, the last 2 years have been rather nuts, but this year especially in 2021 for professional florists, this has been a nutso year on so many different levels. We have had supply chain issues. We have had problems with getting all kinds of products that we're typically used to using on a regular basis. And at the same time, the demand for our products and services have gone through the roof. How do you keep it all going in such a way that you can manage it in such a way that you don't go crazy in the process? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Frank, back with another video for you today, helping you create your successful floral business. Now, while many of us were challenged this past year with being able to get the product, to be able to create the products that we are used to making on a daily and weekly basis for our businesses to sell to our clientele, at the same time, the demand has been nuts. However, I've been hearing a lot of professional florists talking online on social media more recently that this past holiday season especially was one of the slowest holiday seasons they've had in quite a number of years. Now, when I hear florists really kind of complaining about the fact that business hasn't been as good as they would like, or there are aspects about their business that they just aren't happy with and would rather their business be working in a different manner, I'm usually curious as to what is happening or not happening with their business that would dramatically change and potentially improve that situation for their business. If I take the time to sleuth some of these people, oftentimes what I find is one of the most important aspects for any kind of business anywhere in the world that affects whether you're going to be successful or not. And that has to do with marketing. You can be an amazing floral designer. You can have a fantastic website. Might not be optimized all that well, but it can look really good. But just those two key factors are kind of not enough when it comes to making sure that your business that you're trying to create is going to be a successful one. You can be not the greatest florist, but do really well in sales if your marketing strategy is up to par. For a lot of florists, typically what many florists have done in years past is, if they're going to do any marketing, they might run a paid ad of some sort right before a major floral holiday. However, the world of marketing and how business is done online now in 2021, and we're about to go into 2022, you've got to have a marketing strategy that is working for you on a regular basis, consistently at all times. How do you go about doing it? Your marketing for any professional florist business is really something to spend some time on. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to do all of it, but you do need to get to a point where you kind of understand the basic functions of your marketing so that you can really be able to direct how you would like your marketing strategy to help you develop the kind of business you want to have. Ultimately, as professional florists, we should not try to be anything and everything for everybody. Along with that, the business world has changed, and the business world for professional florists have changed for many, many years. And still to this day, you're going to hear a lot of people saying that the only way to do business or to have a successful florist business of some sort is to be a member of one of the wire services and have that kind of be your main business model. Well, now as we're moving into 2022, there are so many people starting new businesses of all different kinds, and the floral industry is no different. That is just not the case anymore. If you do not want to be part of any of the wire services, if you want to be completely independent, if you want to create your own business model, that is perfectly acceptable. That is totally up to you. The trick with that is making sure that you are doing your feasibility studies on a regular basis to make sure that what you're wanting to create is something that you have a customer base that is actually interested in that. If you can get that to happen and you can figure that part out, then you can go about creating a marketing strategy to help ensure that you get the customers that you want to work with and the kinds of business that you would like to do to happen. One of the biggest aspects for professional florists that are unsuccessful and don't succeed with their business usually gets down to lack of marketing or potentially no marketing of any kind being done. If you are going to have a business as professional florists, we are no different than any other kind of business. In order to be successful with what you're doing, you've got to almost become fanatical about learning about marketing and marketing trends. It's really ultimately our main means of communicating with the people that we want to have as customers. In addition to all of that, being able to create a marketing strategy that directs the kinds of people that you want to have as customers to the products and services that you specifically want to be offering and providing to them. Focusing on your local clientele and demographic is going to be key. You can be a small florist in any town, USA, Canada, or anywhere else. It really doesn't matter where you happen to be. You want to make sure that your marketing strategy and your marketing campaigns focus on your local community. Don't try to be everything to everybody all over the world and try to advertise and market yourself to everyone all over the world. If you're a small business, even a large business, for most businesses of any kind anywhere, that is literally not possible. And for professional florists like you, I know most of you don't have a budget to be able to do that anyway. So don't worry about it and don't try to mess with it. Just leave it alone and leave it to the big guys. Focus on your local community and your local demographic. The more you can do that with your website, all of your different social media streams, your email marketing, etc. If you can consistently strengthen your brand awareness to your local community, in the end, that is also going to help how much overall web traffic and overall business you get online. Now, as we move into 2022, I'm going to be creating more videos specifically in this start of this new playlist for you on how to go about creating a marketing strategy that will really help you target your local demographic. How do you go about creating that in such a way that it reaches the most people and gets you the most bang for your buck, or ROI? That ultimately is going to be key to your success. It's going to create business that you want to be doing, and it's also going to be creating business for you that you enjoy doing because you're not completely stressed out, ripping your hair out because you've got more business that you can't really control. Ultimately, making sure that you are creating business that you can manage is when you're going to be successful. So until I get that next video created for you, you might want to work on really educating yourself on how the search engines work, and especially Google, because when you are developing your marketing strategy, understanding how Google works especially, and how you can utilize Google as part of your marketing strategy, you might want to check these videos out in the end screen. Until I create the next video for you though, be thinking about how you want to create your marketing strategy for your business moving forward in 2022. Until next time, everybody, be well, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.